because I don't really feel like I did much this week that would garner a 2-pound weight loss, to be honest. Hi everyone, this is Eileen from No More Tomorrow. Today is Monday, July 27th, and it's weigh-in day. Alright, so I did do my weigh-in today, and so I think what I'm going to do on weigh-in days, I'll go into kind of talk about any non-scale victories I had. I'll show my weigh-in, and then I'll do a little bit of a reflection about like what went well, what didn't, and then kind of think about things I can do for next week. The non-scale victories really have to do with simple changes I noticed just because I started putting this on YouTube. And I want to say shout out to my 7 subscribers. I saw that I had 7 and I was really excited about that, and that in itself is really the first non-scale victory for me, because just knowing that people were starting to watch my videos and were subscribing, which to me means that if you're subscribing to a channel, maybe you're becoming a little bit invested in the journey. That in itself made me want to do better. During the week when I found myself wanting to, get off work and just go sit on the couch, or maybe just eat something random, or just not do my workout that day, I found myself thinking, well, now there's people watching now, and that in itself was motivation for me to get up and do some of the things that I maybe would have used some excuse not to do. The second non-scale victory is confidence. I feel like having to watch myself on film, so it could take hours to edit, especially again since I'm new and I'm learning, and I'm not even doing that much editing yet. Each week I try to learn something new so I can better the content on my channel. But even the time I have spent means I'm spending a lot of time just watching myself. And it made me realize that I kind of had this image of myself almost like I was like a caricature. Like I just see myself as this, I don't know how to say it, to be honest. I just think the way I saw myself in my head and then what I was seeing on camera didn't match up. And so that was a huge plus for me this week, was to kind of recognize who I am as a person. And it made me feel so much better about myself. And that in turn is also giving me the motivation to keep going. Third thing I noticed is, what was it? I forget. What was it? So being motivated because people are watching, seeing myself and making me feel better. Oh, the third thing was the freedom I felt. And this totally took me by surprise. So, especially with posting my weigh-in and my measurements and my pictures, I was really scared to do that, but honestly, it was probably one of the most freeing things I've done. I think that my weight, those kind of things have always been a secret. I would kind of hide it. I wouldn't tell people, like I'm talking about more about family members, and I wouldn't even like tell my husband. I would take my measurements and I would keep them in this folder. So everything was so hidden away. And there's something so freeing about just saying, you know what, this is me, this is who I am, here you go. And I feel like because I did that, it doesn't have the control over me that it used to have. Because it doesn't have that control and I feel free, it just feels like this weight that was just completely lifted off of my shoulder. And now I just feel ready to just keep pursuing my goals. So yeah, 3 great non-scale victories this week. All right, so let's get into the weigh-in. So I'm going to go ahead and put my weigh-in here. I weighed in at 238 pounds. My fat percentage was 34.8 and my muscle percentage was 31.5, but those fluctuate a lot, so I'm not sure if they're accurate. I'm down 2 pounds from last week. Last week I weighed in at 240, and then this week I weighed in at 238, and I don't know. I kind of am going with what I said last week, that I kind of think that last week was a temporary weight gain because I was getting ready to start my period, and honestly I'm still on it right now, but it's ending. So I'm glad to see that it went down 2 pounds, but it just kind of reinforces what I thought, that it was just my cycle, like a natural fluctuation. I'm a little like weary of counting daily fluctuations as total weight loss goal because it's natural for all of us to fluctuate. So what I had weighed before was I think 236.8. I'll put it here. So what I would expect to see is when I weigh in next week, because my period will be completely done, I should be back to normal, I would expect to see myself go back to that weight which again would definitely give me the evidence that I needed to show that this was just like a fluctuation, a monthly type. Or if I lost some, which would show me that I did actually lose weight. I'm happy to see I went down 2 pounds, but I'm definitely being real. I'm a realistic person. So, and I just want to reflect. And the reason why I say that is because I don't really feel like I did much this week till that would garner a 2-pound weight loss, to be honest. I actually felt sick, just with my cramps and everything. I get it pretty bad. And so I just kind of felt sick. There was days where I was like, I felt I was in so much pain. And we are totally running out of food. So I was just kind of eating whatever we have. I mean, honestly, we're down to like beans and cheese for days now. And I just literally used the last tortilla. I just made like my 4th quesadilla this week. Actually what I'm about to do now. I have a present to drop off to a colleague of mine, and then after that I'm gonna maybe brave Sprouts and get some healthy food, because we're just kind of down to eating whatever we have. We're running like almost pretty much out of fresh fruits and vegetables. I think we have some carrots left. So for this week I'm going to really focus on my food, snacking, really focus on healthy meals. So when I say healthy meals, I talked about this in my food video, but it's really about what do I need to eat for my body. So I really pay attention to how much sodium I have in a day, how much saturated fat. I really think about nutrition from the standpoint of what are the requirements that my body really need in a day. I'm really focused on cardiovascular health and body health. Again, kind of coming through from my professional background. I work with the human body. I studied the human body for years. And I just really am at this point in my life where the reason why I want to lose weight is because I want to give my body what it needs, so the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years of my life, they can be lived to the fullest potential, and health is everything. So I'm really eating just for health, getting in fruits and vegetables, staying hydrated. So that's what I'm going to focus on this week. The other thing this week I want to change is maybe making more of a specific exercise plan. I've kind of been willy-nilly, like, oh, I'll do this today, I'll do that today, and that's fine. But I think I want to try to actually set some goals around exercise this week and then really try to stick to it. The thing I want to talk about is just kind of content. So I've been thinking about some things to do, some videos, and I've been getting a lot more recommendations now on YouTube from different weight loss channels, and guessing it's because I'm putting up videos about weight loss now, so now they're showing up in my feed more. But I've been noticing a lot of these like weight loss challenges, like people doing specific weight loss challenges or following certain people. I guess, what's her name? Chloe. I want to say Chloe Tingley, but that doesn't, oh, maybe that's right. So I thought about maybe trying some of those, maybe doing something like where I kind of show you how I ate for the week. I'm not really good with food videos, or like what I exercise for the week. Comment down below if there's some kind of specific videos that you like to see from weight loss channels, and I would love to produce that content for you guys. Yeah, that's it. So I really appreciate you watching, and remember, today is another day to reach your goals. Bye, everybody.